and asked what the problem was. The knight shuddered and widened his eyes. Lloyd narrowed his eyes. The swordsman dramatically covered his mouth with his hand and wondered if the gentleman had never received love letters. The nobleman bit his lip, offended. The knight turned away in embarrassment and, looking into space, asked the young man to hold on. Notification: Xavier sincerely supports you. The hero's face was distorted with hatred, and tears welled up in his eyes. He drew a diagram in rage, convincing himself that he was not envious at all. The guy promised that he would become rich and earn a ton of money. The count came up to him and called him. The aristocrat turned around irritably, grimacing. The man winced and asked what was wrong. Lloyd forced a smile and approached the feudal lord, explaining that he was trying to concentrate on his work. The count noted that he was scared and decided that he was some kind of killer. He crossed his arms and said that most of the requested materials had been delivered, with the exception of volcanic ash. The young man thoughtfully rubbed his chin and thought that this was the key material for Roman cement. The advantages of such cement were obvious. Any building would be able to stand for 2,000 years. Its reliability was undeniable. The man looked at his interlocutor and said that it was not so impossible, you just need to go where there were volcanoes. He frowned and added that a trip to such places would take 6 months, even for him it was a long time. The young man smiled and assured that he had a way out. Plan B: forget about Roman cement and replace it with Portland cement. This is a modern building material. The hero sat at the table and wrote something. He only knew approximately how to mix it, but the lack of knowledge was only in the details. The guy looked at the sheet and thought that even without knowing what to do, you can always at least try. The aristocrat decided to try everything he could. There was snow on the roofs of the city. There was a broken stone on the table. Lloyd crossed out another formula and realized that sample 129 was also a failure. He thought about what would happen if he chose the right mixing ratio. The young man squinted and muttered that the problem was in the drying. The hero began to calculate a new formula. The animals looked at the owner, who was muttering something under his breath. He paused